So disregard the man that's in the photo right now. He's not part of the video. The woman behind him, he's gonna disappear. But the woman behind him is going to enlighten us or enlighten the her empowered fellow females. Right? She's going to enlighten us or sorry, enlighten women on why men are not approaching them in the gym or places of that sort of arena. And it's going to be the same jibber jabber. But I just want you to let's just hear her out. Let's hear her out real quick.
You're a woman that goes into the gym and you ask yourself, like, why does every man stare at me? Why don't I get approached by these men? Is something wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm not being delulu. This is just facts. I know it, and I've heard it from men saying why they don't approach me. The reason why you are not getting approached is because these men see you as a woman with high value. A lot of men just want to have fun, so they go and push themselves on women that they think don't have high value. This is the truth. Like, I'm trying to be kind, but that is the truth. You are not getting approached in a place where everyone's breaking their necks to stare at you. They know that if they approach you, you will hurt their ego. And they know that you are better than them. Men can sense if a woman is better than them, and that intimidates them. That just makes them scared, like, oh shit, like, no woman can be better than me. And personally, I take this as a compliment if I'm out in public getting a lot of stares.
I think I can speak for most guys right now. That's actually not the reason at all. The only reason guys don't really approach girls in the gym is because they're shy. That's it. Oh, she's high value and I don't want to hurt my ego. Type of weird cycle thing to say is that. And I think it's funny seeing someone confidently spew.
Shout out to this guy though, right here. And he was just being nice with his response. But like I said, these 304s, they done lost it. they've what's the I love it when British people say this. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot. Just bottom line, they've lost the plot. But let him continue the analysis here.
Nonsense on a subject they know nothing about, and then to go ahead and label themselves high value. Go outside and touch some grass, please. I can assure you it's not that deep, all right?
You're a woman that goes to the gym and you ask yourself, like, why?
But yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. That's all I can say. It's sad. I never thought I would be in a position where I'm really looking at people like this, and you're just like, at me at the age of 26, being what I've been through, me not being perfect at all. Trust me, like I have many flaws, but where I'm still got to look, I still got to watch. I used to think, oh man, I'm the worst person, and I got my issues and whatnot. But these people are just walking among us, thinking they're just high value people. Because she got a couple thousand followers on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, probably a couple hundred followers. It's what he said was spot on. Girls like that are just they're psycho. There's no other way to put it. He was trying to be nice, and when he mentioned the reason, it just men just being shy. He was being nice with that because we could go into the Me Too movement. We could go, like as I already told you with Me Too, that already shut down literally 658 to 6. Because remember, 58% of is it like most people meet their spouses at work or these spots, spot like close knit spots like that. So all that stuff about approaching, that's already shut off at work, and you already know it's going to be probably more people are going to carry that work behavior into gym. And even though gym is the new club, dudes are not even approaching at clubs anymore, and dudes are finally starting to catch the hint to like not approach women at gyms because all these hoes is always recording themselves. Peak narcissists, by the way. So the risk is just not worth it. And like I said, even if everything goes right, the worst can still happen. The worst can still happen even if everything goes right. So dudes are just like, there's no point. There's no point. So let's replay this video one more time and break down some things.
Why does every man stare at me? Why don't I get approached by these men? Is something wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you the answer.
And oh yeah, these hoes are always thinking everybody's staring at them. Well, like I said, when you're entering a store or a gym, you're not necessarily just looking at one person. You're looking at everything. So you're just kind of just looking at everything, especially if you're a man. You're just kind of just looking at your surroundings. So there's going to be people in those surroundings. So everybody's going to be quote unquote looked at, not necessarily stared at. And like at the end of the day, you walk in the store, you don't remember most people that you walked in the store with, even the gorgeous ones. You'd be like, man, that girl's drop dead gorgeous. You'll forget about her the next, give it like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, you're already gonna forget what she looked like, unless if you go back again and she's there. So people really think that they're more important in the grand scheme of things than they are. So they'd be like, man, I gotta look nice when I get into the store. Or people, yeah, she's one of those. She's like, I gotta look nice when I go into CVS in Walgreens or whatever. People don't care. People, first of all, people don't even got that kind of time no more to care. So like I said, this is just when you talk about narcissism on a grand scale, like narcissism at a grand scale, you know, that's all you can say is just narcissism at a grand scale.
I'm not being delulu. This is just facts. I know.
Well, no. You are being delusional, and just the fact that you're using the term delulu, yeah. I mean, that's already all I need to see from you right there. But we're going to continue to let you talk.
And I've heard it from men saying why they don't approach me. The reason why you are not getting
well, it's funny when broads will bring up what men told them, and then in the other breath talk about all men do is lie. So that means, okay, we'll take your word for it. All men do is lie. So that means they were probably lying to you on that end, because a lot of times men do lie to women, yes, but that's because women cannot handle the truth. This is why, especially when women will bring up what men said to them as a reference point to make themselves look right. And I'm like, but didn't you just tell me that all men do is lie? So that's not a good reference point. And on top of that, if you're referencing what men said to you, especially if like a woman will ask something like crazy, and men have just been used to just, okay, let me just entertain this for a little bit. And they're not going to tell her the truth. They're just going to tell something to her that's going to make her feel good. Because if we told her the truth on why men are not approaching, first of all, because the truth of the matter is, look, you're not all that. No, we're not saying you ugly, but you know, let's talk about her for a second. You're not all that. So it is what it is. Now, number two, this is a ranking scale from 0 to 10. This is a 5. This is a 5. I don't know what her. Wait, is this her tag? Let me see. Is this her tag? Let me check. No, that's not her tag. But whatever her Instagram is, but this is her face. This is a 5, 6, or what did Kevin Samuels say? An adjustable 6, whatever. So yeah, like this is an adjustable 6, 5. On a bit getting one breakup. She's one breakup away from getting on the chubby side. I can tell, no disrespect. So this is a 5. This is a 5. You know, maybe a 4, right? But in her mind, she thinks she's like an 8 or a 9. I can tell. Like in her mind, especially if she puts on that makeup, she thinks, especially when you're talking about Caucasian women, you know, that's in their 20s, in their early 20s, they think they're Jesus Christ. So her she has a very inflated, you know, sense of self-worth. Just off GP.
Approach is because these men see you as a woman with high value. A lot of men just,
and like I said, that's just false. They're just, the reasons why is, first of all, you're not all that. Second of all, me too. Right? Third of all, it's just not worth the risk just cold approaching random broads anymore. You know, and then obviously number 4, 5, 6, and all blah blah blah, all that. It's just we men have you know, reason number affinity. Like men are, believe it or not, most men are just there to work out, and you, young lady, are just not worth dropping my dumbbells or my weights to talk to you. It's just not worth it. You'll probably get some older dudes that'll talk to you, but especially dudes your age, they're not really looking for you like that. Especially not you. No disrespect, not you. You might, yeah, like I said, she's I'm taking a good look at her right now. She's one bad friends with benefits situation going bad. one friends with benefits situation going bad from her ballooning up. So like I can see it on her. No disrespect. You know, that doesn't mean she's not decent looking, but I'm just telling you what it is.
Just want to have fun. So they go and push themselves on a woman that they think don't have high value. This is the truth. Like, I'm trying to be kind, but that is the truth. You are not getting approached in a place where everyone's breaking their necks to stare at you. They know that if they approach you, you will hurt their ego. And
But if it's like you, why approach a broad that's like a 4 or 3 or a chubby girl, right? And she tells you no. Yeah, that definitely hurts the ego, but it's not just that. What happens now, because the long gone are the days of the worst she can say is no. No, what happens now is you approach her, somebody approaches you, you say no, but you don't leave it at that. You end up telling other women for an ego boost. You end up telling other men. So now you start labeling him as a creep just because he asked you out or asked how your day was, and because you didn't find him attractive anyways, you were kind of offended that the person that you didn't find attractive approached you. You're gonna label him a creep and make it hard for him at the gym with other ladies and even other dudes by spreading rumors about him. Right? When guys slide in the DMs or guys send a cringy text message because they're not experienced with women will screenshot the message, send the message to all their friends. Now everybody knows that you're cringe. So that's long gone are the days of the worst she can say is no, because they'll do all types of extra stuff. And I'm gonna get all this stuff done to me just for approaching a fat chick like you. No disrespect to the girl in the in this video, but I'm not trying to risk all that just to get rid for approaching a fat chick. That's not going to happen.
They know that you are better than them. Men can sense if a woman is better than them, and that intimidates them.
And that whole better than men and all the ladies, men are not trying to compete with you. We already have bigger fish to fry. And I think women know this, and it drives them crazy. So they have to convince themselves that we're in competition with each other, but there's no competition. Point being, if a man approaches you, you consider him a creep. He approaches you one more time, there's going to be dudes trying to defend you. There is no competition. there is no what they call a gender war, gender divide, gender war. There is no gender war. Because at the end of the day, men are going to be the ones fighting on your behest. Right? So that's stop. Men are not trying to compete with women. So stop trying to force that he's intimidated by you and he thinks you're better than him and all that. No. Stop. just stop, please. 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 I don't have time for any gossip. I gotta download that soundbite. Sorry, it's a African soundbite. Another African soundbite I gotta download.
That just makes them scared, like, oh shit, like no woman can be better than me. And personally, I take this as a compliment. I'm not.
No, you know what happens? I will say this though. Do you know when men start feeling guilty when they'll talk to, like, where this is what happens, because this is the unfortunate things that is happening with men in this society. It'll be like a woman that they're really vibing with, and it'll be like a woman that actually likes them a little bit, like a little bit, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And they're, quote unquote vibing, they're linking up, they're having a good time. She's smiling, she's being funny, sweet, caring. And what happens is now guys are discouraged by that. So what happens is, particularly if they do find an American woman with those kind of rare qualities, they'll feel guilty because they'll feel like they're actually wasting the girl's time, because they'll feel like they're not that much of a provider for her to be what she needs. So that's what's happening to a lot of young men. So that's not even intimidation. It's just them feeling guilty because they feel like they're not where they need to be financially, even though most men don't understand that. Most men are not going to be where they need to be financially in their 20s. Most young people in general. So that's not really intimidation. That's just, a lot of that is just guilt. That's another part of the game that a lot of women don't even talk about that, but they just but then unfortunately a naive broad will listen to a ran through chick like this, a ran through wannabe boss chick like this, and they'll be like, oh, so he's intimidated. No, trust me, he's not. It's something way than what we can reveal to you.
In public, getting a lot of stares.
But yeah, I like that buzzer sound, man. I like that buzzer sound. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. These 304s nowadays, they're cooked. they're cooked. Too much head meds, too much feminism, too much propaganda, and this is what you get. Nothing.